Good morning. Today on this Monday is going to be nice and quiet to start off this morning. It's going to maybe take a little easy on us for a lot of folks who maybe didn't get that full 8 hours of sleep last night after staying up late for the game. And looking at conditions this morning where we've got good visibility. That's great. We don't have much for precipitation coming down at the moment. We'll get into that in just a little bit. Really, it's the frost that's going to be a factor for us here for the morning commute. And there are places reporting frost, and you might be seeing some on the windshield of your car again if you park outside. So some frosty spots, but other than that, we've got some pretty decent weather for travel for today. Temperatures are below freezing, so where we saw some melting yesterday, that might be frozen back up. Some of those ponding areas, those puddles, might be more icy patches again here this morning. Temperatures are looking below freezing. Visibility is going to be pretty good. We've got lots of 10s on the map indicating perfect visibility right now. Looking at 7 in Mahnomen, Fergus Falls, Bemidji, and Wadena, meaning 7 miles visibility. So slight lowering, but nothing that's too bad out there at the moment. So looking good for most areas in the valley. And temperatures, teens and 20s, essentially. We're looking at 26 degrees in Fargo, 20 in Grand Forks. Reminder, your average high for this date is 22 in Fargo. So we are above our average high in the morning hours. So even though it's cooler than we've been, we are still on the mild side here to kick off the week this week for this time of year. And wind is light, 10 miles per hour or less in most areas. We do have a 12-mile-per-hour speed in Devils Lake and Sisseton, mainly out of the west right now. Looking at your radar and satellite map, we've got a little glitch there that pops up in our loop, but beyond that, things are looking pretty quiet on the map. We've got some clouds drifting into northwest Minnesota, and notice those snow showers south of Winnipeg. Those are driving southeast, so we may end up with a little snow in northwest Minnesota this morning. Not nearly as much as what they'll be seeing with the next storm system that'll be affecting other parts of the country. You can see snow approaching the mid-Mississippi River Valley. That's going to trek eastward in the next 24 hours and bring some heavy snow to the mid-Atlantic and parts of the East Coast where they've got some winter storm warnings. So if you're traveling in that direction, might want to check the VNL weather app for the latest there. Here's a look at our current conditions in the valley. Again, we're looking at temperatures in the 20s. We will see some of those clouds and snow showers increase into northwest Minnesota today, but it's still going to be light. It's still going to be isolated. Now, heading into the noon hour, temperatures on the rise in the south and west, where we've got more clear skies and sunshine. We'll be into the upper 30s for this afternoon, some upper 20s to some low 30s in the northeast. And so it's very similar to yesterday's high temperatures. Moving into tonight, we'll see temperatures basically holding into the 20s overnight into tomorrow morning. And then we're watching for our next chance for snow. You can see it approaching from the west for tomorrow. We're going to get into more details on that coming up in just a little bit, but your forecast is sponsored by Innovative Basement Authority.
It just keeps getting worse. The crack keeps growing. The doors and windows stick.
This must be very frustrating. Almost no one connects that these are telltale signs that water is shifting your foundation. But it's okay. We got it.
Oh, this is done growing in this house.
Okay.
The effects of water can be surprising, but at Innovative Basement Authority, we'll do a complete home inspection for free.
So here's a look at our planner for today, or for tomorrow rather. We're going to see that snow start moving in. It's a little bit of wind picking up as this moves through as well, with some areas of some light snow, but you can also see maybe a mix happening tomorrow. This is 3 p.m. tomorrow down in the southern end of the valley. So that could get a little interesting here as this sweeps through. And then that will clear heading into tomorrow night. That's our main round of snow this week. And we're not even expecting a lot. A little bit of snow today in northwest Minnesota, and then heading into tomorrow, you see we're getting a dusting up to about an inch of snow for your Tuesday. For Valentine's Day, I can't rule out a flake or two in the very far south, but right now looking mainly dry for most areas, highs in the low 30s. And then that temperature slide happens for the end of the week, a high of only 17 on Friday. So that's going to feel pretty chilly compared to our recent warmth. Next week we recover a little bit, but it is looking and feeling very much more like February here in our 11-day planner.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a bounce back, 24, 25.
That's not bad at all, you know, given our average highs are right in that range too. So we're right in the middle, right in the mix. No Arctic air coming our way here for the foreseeable future.
Life is so good with no Arctic air.
Yes.
Thankfully. Thank you, Lisa.